The Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn says he has problems with the latest backstop proposals from the EU negotiator Michel Barnier. His comments come after Monsieur Barnier proposed that post-Brexit goods could be checked in Britain before arriving here. Our political correspondent Stephen Walker has been speaking to Mr Corbyn.
I think there could be problems with this. We are looking obviously closely at his proposals, but it's got to be seen in the totality of the negotiations that the UK government has with the European Union. And so far, it's not looking good, because you've got a very large element in the Conservative Party that are always looking over their shoulders and wanting to do some kind of trade arrangement with the United States at the expense of the more important trade that goes on with Europe.
Could you live with a border down the Irish Sea?
I think that would be very difficult, because it in reality just moves the border from one place to the other. There has to be that movement of goods and services.
There's a big demand in certain parts of your party for a second referendum on Brexit. Will you move to that position?
What we're saying is that we will vote against no deal. We'll vote against a deal that doesn't meet the 6 tests that we've set down. We think the best deal after that is to have a general election so that the country as a whole can decide which party it wants to be in government, whether it's one that's going to be serious about negotiations with the EU whilst respecting the result of the referendum, or it's going to be one that's looking 2 ways at the same time.
Of course, all this comes and we don't have devolution, we don't have Stormont. If you were Prime Minister tomorrow, what single thing would you do to try and bring devolution back?
I'd meet the Irish government, and I would meet all the parties in Northern Ireland immediately. We have to have a restoration of government in Northern Ireland. It's now, I think, 600 days without administration in Northern Ireland, 600 days with no political oversight of a lot of the work that's been done. I'm not criticising necessarily the work that's being done. Just as a matter of principle, in a democracy, there should be political oversight of what public officials do.
Would you appoint an independent mediator?
I would bring the parties together, and if I thought there was a case for an independent mediator to bring them together, obviously do that, do anything.
But do you think there is a case?
At the moment, I think politically, they're all grown-ups, have got to get around the table together and agree on coming back into having an administration in Stormont. It's simply not credible to carry on so long without any devolved government.
One of the parties, the DUP, has described you as being beyond the pale because of comments you said in the past, because of your close ties to Sinn Féin. Do you think you need to have a charm offensive towards the DUP?
I'm happy to talk to anybody, and I hope all those groups that may have disagreements with me also would come and talk. The only way is to talk to each other.
You think your relationship with the DUP needs some work?
Relationships with everybody need work, and I'm quite happy to undertake that work.
Jeremy Corbyn, thank you.
Thank you.